Question number 7. And this is a big one. This is my personal favorite question of the night, okay? So listen up. Are you ready? Number 7. Why did God test Abraham in the way that he did? He asked him to kill his son.
So for background, I'm going to tell y'all the story just in case anybody in here does not know the story. So Abraham loved God. He was a devoted follower. And God promised him that he'll be the father of many nations. God sent Abraham and Sarah a son. His name was Isaac. And Isaac was also a devoted follower of God. One day, God asked Abraham to take his son to Moriah, which was a set of mountains, and sacrifice his son as a burnt offering. Anybody, if God asked you to kill your son or your daughter, your child, how would you feel? So Abraham, of course, was surprised that God asked him to do this, but he knew God doesn't make mistakes. That's trust, when I tell you. So the next day, Abraham took his son to Moriah. When they arrived, Abraham built an altar and explained to Isaac, his son, what God had asked him to do. Isaac followed instructions and was bound up with a rope and put on an altar. So how many of y'all would let y'all parents tie you up knowing good and well you about to be burned? I know I would. All right. So let me see. So like I said, Isaac was bound up with the rope and put on the altar. Just as soon as Abraham was about to offer Isaac, God spoke to him and told him to stop. He knew now that he loved God more than he loved his son, and Abraham then saw a ram caught in a thicket with his horns, and sacrificed the ram instead of his son. So this story shows us that we must have faith when it comes to God. We have to accept God's will and trust Him in the process we go through. Abraham trusted God, and God wants us to do the same. He wants us to trust Him and have trust in Him. Hebrews 11:6 says, "And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to Him must believe that He exists and that He rewards those who earnestly seek Him." So the main idea is that you must have faith and trust that through these tough situations that are a part of life, they can be used to shape you into the person God designed you to be, and can cause you to lead others to Christ.
So good. So Genesis chapter 22, verse 7 through 8, it says, Isaac spoke up and said to his father Abraham, "Father?" "Yes, my son," Abraham replied. "The wood and the fire are here," Isaac said, "but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Abraham answered, "God Himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son." And as I read the story, and like as preachers have preached in my entire life, God never really said that He would provide a lamb, you know? And I feel like that really helps tie everything together. And it encourages me because even though God didn't speak to Abraham audibly, Abraham knew as he looked back on his life and saw what God had done for him previously, and he knew that God was going to come through. Because God is a faithful God, He's a loving God, and so he trusted that God would make a way. Right?
Right.
You got anything to say, Tiara?
Again, personal experience. I kind of look back at my career on this. I don't know if most of you know, I was a math major, okay, in college. And at a young age, I was like, that's what I'm going to be. That's who God has called me to be. Like, I'm talking about no one was going to change my mind. Like, that was it. Like, I was going to be a math teacher. I was going to have my little high school babies, and we were going to just party, okay? Well, a year before I was going to graduate, so 2019, I believe, I was walking somewhere, or I was doing something, I can't quite remember, but God spoke to me and said, "This is not where I want you. And it crushed my soul. Like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, I cried. Like, I'm talking about like that ugly, snotty, like, I'm talking about like, I cried, okay? Because my entire life, like, this is what I was prepping for. Like, I took every math course. I took AP Calculus. I took trigonometry 1, 2, and 3. Like, I took statistical methods. Like, I took everything, okay? I passed every single grade, and I was like, that's it. I was like, but me being the person that I am, I was very stubborn. I was like, You're lying. So I'm gonna keep on doing what I want to do. Okay. Well, it came to my fall year at ECU, and I failed my first ever math exam ever. I'm talking about like I bombed it. Like I'm talking about like 0 was written up there. Okay. Yeah. Really. Like it was bad. Okay. And I was like, what? I said, what happened? I was like, and I studied, like, y'all, like, math comes very easily to me. I studied, I was like, okay. And so I was like praying. I was like, well, Lord, what happened? Like, what's going on? And I don't know where I was walking. I was walking along the halls, and something stuck out to me. And I was like, it was family and community services. And I was like, this sounds interesting. So I met with my advisor, and she was telling me, and I was like, I was like, is this it? Well, I did get my confirmation that was where I'm supposed to be. And let me tell y'all, I am enjoying every single moment of this major. Okay, like I have a concentration in child development right now, and this story like proves that like if you put your trust, like he's gonna pull through, like he's gonna provide what you need. Okay, like, and I'm about to graduate next year, and okay, and I cannot be more excited. So my encouragement to you guys is that don't be stubborn. One, don't be stubborn. Okay, don't be me. Okay, please don't be me. Like, if God is telling you something, listen. I promise, it's for your good. It's for your good. Okay.
Even though you may be trusting God at some point in time, He let Abraham tie his son to the altar. Yeah, about to set him on fire. He put him all the way through that situation till the end point. So you have to trust God until the end. You know what I'm saying? You can't just give up whenever you feel like it, because He's gonna let you go through that and learn.
Yeah.
So,